Greetings. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
Happy 2013. I'm Daniel Pineda.
And I'm Adele Kuo.
Happy 2013. Here we are in the second of the burr months. Finally a bit more
Toward the end.
Autumn-like temperatures after that heat wave there in October. Hope you're enjoying the weather, and thank you for watching. News and Community Bulletin Board. Adele is here with...
It's easy being green.
Tighter next
our
time.
CBB. Nort Beckerman with his Brain Healthy Minute. Our News for Seniors. Rich and his reviews. And then Miriam Gennari talking with Maria Detrich from the Brown Planetarium. That's our show, but before we begin, a social media reminder.
Well, that's right, Craig. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1, or visit us on facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. Visit us on our social media sites.
Social media sites, Facebook and YouTube. Thanks, Daniel. Okay, here we go with our first of our reports, our news items. Well, Metro has issued its quarterly crime report for device thefts at Metro stations. The report covered all devices, including bikes and cell phones. It showed crime at Metro stations is up about 9.8% over last year. Even with that increase, the chances of having a device stolen at Virginia Metro stations is only 7 out of 1 million riders. The Vienna Metro station had the lowest reported crime rate. Daniel.
Well, it might be difficult times or just a lack of consideration for others. A county fire truck was recently robbed while the truck's crew was treating a patient. This occurred in the 500 block of South 15th Street. According to Arlington police, 2 masked men got away with several valuable items off the fire truck, as well as a set of emergency keys owned by Metro. If you know anything about this or have any information, please call Crime Solvers at 866-411-8477.
And Daniel, this item about some World War II aircraft. These planes for military and aircraft buses will be flying around here soon. Military aircraft buffs, rather. You'll have the treat this Friday if you look up over in the sky in the area around the Pentagon and Arlington Cemetery. More than 30 aircraft built for World War II will perform a large formation flyover. The flyover is part of the 75th anniversary celebration honoring the North American Texan. The Texans were the planes that were built between 1938 and 1947. They were used for training, and they were the most popular fighter pilot training planes in the 40s and 50s. The planes will fly along the Potomac River and then reach Arlington Cemetery somewhere around 12:30. So heads up to the skies, eyes to the skies for that one. Sounds like fun.
75 years, right?
Absolutely. Good stuff.
Well, it's time once again to choose your hometown human rights hero, and the Arlington Human Rights Commission is accepting nominations for the 13th annual James B. Hunter Human Rights Award. James B. Hunter was a former county board member who worked tirelessly on behalf of individuals with little access to government. And the award will honor an Arlington resident, community group, nonprofit organization, or business with significant human rights achievements. Applications are due by Wednesday, that's November the 13th. Visit the county website for more information or just give them a call at 703-228-3929. Greg.
And Daniel, this item on Arlington school petitions. Preservation Arlington wants the public's help in an effort to save Wilson School from being demolished. Wilson School has been around since about 1910. To stay functional, the school needs extensive and costly renovations and repairs. Preservation Arlington has launched an online petition at www.change.org in an effort to save the Roslyn-based public school. The county wants a school the county wants the school torn down, to make way for a mixed-use development. So if you want to save Wilson School, check out that website and get involved. Daniel.
Well, Craig, this is great news. 2 Arlington Public School seniors have just won national-level recognition for their academic achievements, and the College Board and the National Hispanic Recognition Program, that's NHRP, announced that Washington Lee High School senior Rebecca Palacios and Yorktown High School senior Julian Tomasi will receive National Hispanic Program recognition. NHRP identifies approximately 5,000 high school juniors who took the PSAT exam and identify themselves as Hispanic. There's no monetary award directly attached to the honor, but the College Board sent their names to prospective colleges and universities. They may recruit these students, offering financial support. So congratulations goes out to Arlington students.
Congratulations to those WNL and Yorktown High School students. And we'll be back with our CBB file right after we hear from Adele Kuo. And
it's easy being green. Adele, how are you?
Here's Adele. Hey, Adele.
Hey, guys. It is easy being green by volunteering to deliver school presentations on energy efficiency, and it's one of the foremost issues now being addressed in Arlington, across the country, and around the world. Arlingtonians for a Clean Environment, otherwise known as ACE, is working to inform our community about the critical importance of making our homes more energy efficient and the need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The ACE presentations are aimed at reaching our youth. ACE seeks volunteers who are available during the school day and right after school to deliver fun and engaging interactive programs to K-12 classrooms at schools throughout Arlington. All you have to do to become a volunteer is follow 3 really easy steps. First, apply today for volunteer opportunities. Visit the website shown on your screen where you can review the volunteer job description and complete the short online application. The deadline to apply is Friday, November 1st, so mark that on your calendar. Second, participate in the school outreach training program from 6:30 to 8:30 on Thursday, November 7th at the Fairlington Community Center. It's at 3308 South Stafford Street, Arlington. This free training will cover why these programs are important at reaching our youth, plus you'll receive training on how to deliver the presentations about energy to K-12 classrooms. The themes of the presentations include our sources of energy, the impact of our energy uses on our planet, and tips for conserving energy. Third, sign up to deliver these interactive programs. So volunteer participants will be asked to contribute 15 service hours during the 2013 to 2014 school year. During these 15 hours, volunteers will be delivering approximately 5 presentations. These presentations will be during school hours or after school programs. ACE will provide the curriculum and the related materials, plus they will schedule the workshops. Volunteer presentations will inspire and empower our students to carry their newfound knowledge out into our community. So it's neat to see young people get excited about saving energy and putting green practices into motion. So remember, it's easy being green by volunteering to deliver school outreach programs on the benefits of energy efficiency.
Thank you so much, Adele.
Volunteering can be green.
Great opportunity.
Absolutely.
Good job. Thanks, Adele.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. All right, here we go now with our Community Bulletin Board, or CBB file. Here's some items, events coming up at the public schools that we'd like to tell you about. On the 10th of October, that's tonight, if you're watching our Thursday edition of the show, at 7:30, there'll be a school board meeting at the Education Center, and then on 11th, Friday, there'll be a middle school parent-teacher conference, and there will be no school for middle school students on that day. October 10th again, and the 11th, there will be an elementary parent-teacher conference, and there will be no school for elementary students, except at Barcroft Elementary. Students will have school on the 10th and the 11th of October. On the 14th, there'll be no school for any public school students because it's Columbus Day, but all schools and offices will be open that day, including high school aquatic centers. A teacher's work grade preparation day has been scheduled for that day. Visit the Arlington Public Schools website to learn more. Daniel.
Well, Craig, there will be a Launchpad Brain Fuel event for small business owners on Tuesday, that's October the 22nd at 6:30 p.m. The event will cover legal and intellectual property, It will be held at 4238 Wilson Boulevard, Suite 2231. Visit ballstonbid.com to learn more information.
And here's a good event coming up, Daniel. If you have paint cans and that sort of stuff laying around, there's an ECare event coming up to get rid of your hazardous household materials or recyclable things that you just don't want around anymore. They want you to attend this event, the biannual Arlington Environmental Collection and Recycling Day on Saturday, October 12. You'll be able to safely dispose of items like bed frames, bikes, mercury, small metal pieces, some electronics, and clothing. The Environmental and Recycling Collection Day will take place at TJ Thomas Jefferson Middle School, located 125 South Old Glebe Road. That's 1 block east of Glebe Road and 1 block south of Route 50. The event runs from 8:30 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. The collection and recycling entrance at TJ will be marked, so you can get rid of some of your old stuff down there. All right, Daniel and I will be back with our News for Seniors segment right after we hear from Nort Beckerman and his
Hi, I'm Nort Beckerman, the brain health coach. Did you know that your brain is dynamic? It's about the future and responsive to what you do or don't do, particularly in the areas of memory and learning. Your brain can be repaired, rebuilt, and possibly expanded at any age, but you must keep it working, processing new information by learning new things. Your brain's need to learn new things goes way, way back to when it was trying to survive. It had to avoid predators and know where water and food could be obtained, so it started to observe and process information. Processing new information required new cells. The brain started to learn. As it learned, it reorganized its internal communication pathways. The brain's need for new information grew, and the more complex the environment in which it existed, the more new information it required. That need still exists today. Learning new things, which includes staying socially active, will help to keep your brain healthy and functioning effectively. I'm Nort Beckerman, the brain health coach. I'll see you next time for a brain healthy moment.
match.
Go.
All right, thanks, Nort. Nort Beckerman and his Brain Healthy Minute. It's never too late to train your brain. Good advice. Thanks, Nort. Here we go. As promised now with our News for Seniors segment. Well, do you need to brush up on your road rules, knowledge, review, and your defensive driving techniques? You can get tips on safety and maneuvering through traffic at one of the safety classes coming up that's sponsored by ARP. It's a 2-part driver safety course for seniors. The classes will be held Thursday, October 17, Friday, October 18 from 9 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon at Aurora Hills Senior Center. Participants must attend both classes to receive a certificate, which may qualify them for a discount on their car insurance. The cost for the class is $12 for ARP members, $14 for non-members. For more information, call Aurora Hills at 703-228-5722. Daniel.
Well, seniors who have spent a lifetime saving for retirement still need guidance on how to best manage their finances and generate a steady stream of income. Representatives from the Foundation for Personal Financial Education are presenting a workshop on how to make retirement money last. It will be on Thursday, October the 17th at 1 p.m. at Walter Reed Senior Center. This free program is made possible by the Office of Senior Adult Programs. Call them at 703-228-0955 to register.
And Daniel, one more item on our News for Seniors segment here. Most retirement community brochures advertise assisted living and living with assistance. A certified senior advisor and owner of Caring Considerations will describe the difference between the two terms and explain other issues that consumers should know about. Ms. Heidi Garbison will be at Lee Senior Center on Monday, October 21 at 1 in the afternoon to register for this program, give them a call, 703-228-0555. Daniel.
A representative from Domain Healthcare will meet with seniors to discuss how hydration plays a vital part in their overall health. The lecture will take place on Monday, October the 21st, 11 a.m. at Culpeper Garden Senior Center, and will focus on the importance of hydration, not only during the summer months, but throughout the year. Call Culpeper Garden to register for this free program at 703-228-4403. And we want to thank our own Judy Massabny
Thanks,
for
Judy.
helping us out.
Water,
Thank you so much.
water. Drink your water. Okay. Thanks to Daniel and Judy, and we'll be back with an interview from Miriam. Having problems tonight, as we hear from Rich and his reviews. Hey, Rich,
Hey, Rich,
welcome
how you
back.
feeling?
Thank you. Yeah.
How you feeling?
Yeah.
Feel good now.
Feeling
Thank
better?
You.
Great.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
a little
you.
under the weather, but you're back in fighting form.
That's right.
Good to have you back.
Back in the mid-1970s, a musical, A Chorus Line, was a hit on Broadway, as you probably know. It depicts behind the scenes what goes on when dancers audition for a role in a chorus line. Produced by the Arlington Players, TAP, at the Thomas Jefferson Community Center Theater. The show is directed by Susan Devine and choreography by Stefan Sittig. A Chorus Line has a huge cast of hopefuls, with director Zach, played by Blakeman Brophy,
Time that the Zoom thing is tricky. I don't want to do it.
moving about the audience, barking out orders to the cast on the stage. Very effective. One of the dancers, Cassie, played by Allison Block, had a previous relationship with Zach, the director, which permeates the story. Lots of dancing and songs like I Hope I Get It, I Can Do That, What I Did for Love. Yeah, these are big songs. The orchestra in the pit was led by Paul Nasto and added immensely to the show. See A Chorus Line. It plays now through October 12 on the weekends at TJ. For information and tickets, call 703-549-2063 and check the website at thearlingtonplayers.org. Darn good show. Don't miss it. Another good show, a little out further out in Alexandria. Author Clarence Day tells the story of his family in the late 1880s in the play Life with Father. You know, they made a movie, you know about that. Currently playing at the Aldersgate Church Community Theater, located at 1301 Collingswood Road in Alexandria. Beautifully directed by Roland Gomez, who, by the way, when he was 9 years old, was one of the kids on the Broadway production. Life with Father is a warm reflection of times past, when Dad was the single breadwinner and thought he was supposed to make all the important decisions. James Wood plays the formal but loving father, Clarence, and Cassie Greenwood was delightful as his wife, Vinnie, and mother of the 4 sons. A theme running throughout the play is Vinnie's concern that her husband wasn't baptized. There are 16 actors, including the kids, the maids, the cousins, and the local favorite, Bonnie Jordan, who round out this winter. I wish I had time to comment on all of them, but it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. Life with Father plays on weekends through October 20. For information and tickets, call 703-765-6555 or check www.actonline.org. You see it on the screen. The Keegan Players are doing the Sunshine Boys. This is a wonderful thing. It was a movie, but this one has Kevin Adams and Tim Lynch. These are guys who are part of the company of Keegan Theater, and it's 2 old guys reminiscing about the good old days in showbiz. It's wonderful. Their phone number is 703-892-0202 for tickets, or check them out at keegantheater.com. And finally, I want to tell you about the Embassy of Italy, was the scene of an extraordinary wine tasting on Tuesday, October 1, sponsored by the Association of Amarone Families. 12 producers of red wines from the green valleys of Valpolicella, just outside Verona, Italy. This was the 4th U.S. tour to introduce Americans to the red wines and to promote international markets. The wine tasting at the Italian Embassy included a guided vertical tasting of select Amarone vintages. A buffet lunch was there, followed by a walk-around tasting wines. It was quite an obvious attempt for the Amarone families to get to know the American public. For more information, check out their website at www.amaronefamilies.it. I guess that's for Italy. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you next time. This is Rich Massabny.
Thank you so much, Rich.
Thank you.
You bet. Thanks, Rich. Good to have you back.
Thanks.
Yep.
Okay, up next on this edition of the Arlington Weekly News is Miriam Gennari and her guest. Miriam.
Hey, Miriam.
Thank you. And now, for this edition of the Sustainable Scoop, I have with me Maria Detrich. She is a board member of the Friends of the Planetarium, the David M. Brown Planetarium here in Arlington. And you also are not only a lovely spokesperson, but the publicity person for the Planetarium.
That's right. I write the press releases. I try and get the excitement up in the community.
Well, that's the wonderful thing about the success of the Planetarium. There are so many talented people behind the scenes. And now, a year into the new Planetarium's debut, how are things going?
Things are going really well. The excitement from last year is really palpable. So the school board is excited, the superintendent's excited, the community is excited. We've had a lot of people renew their memberships already and ask about when the next monthly programming is going to be coming from the Friends of the Planetarium. So it's going really well. The momentum is huge.
I see people with the t-shirts all the time.
Yes.
Every age.
Yes.
You said something about senior citizens coming in a bus to see
yes.
your shows.
It was one of our last weekends in the academic year last year. We had a bus of about 9 or 10 senior citizens come for their field trip to the planetarium. So we attract all ages. We have little kid programs. We have middle-sized kids programs, adult programs.
What a great asset to the community. And some of the topics that you've chosen to take on, definitely heavy into science and space and technology, but also women in science.
Right. One of our weekends last year featured a lecture on 4,000 years of women in science. And believe me, it was eye-opening to see all of the different ways in which women had influenced science in ways that we really had never thought about before, except our author and presenter had, of course.
Well, and that's another thing. You have fantastic lectures all the time. So aside from, you have people coming from the Goddard Space Center, you've got people from NASA,
from Johns Hopkins coming. We have a secret lecture coming up in February I'm not going to tell you about, but a couple local weather sort of stars are being courted at present. So we do try and keep things topical, but educational as well.
Well, you know, it's interesting with everything that's happening that, you know, in Washington, there are a lot of things happening with space technology and actually research on upcoming missions, right?
Right, exactly. One of the examples I was just thinking about when you were talking about that was there's a school here at Arlington, St. Thomas More Cathedral School. They're launching a space satellite. It's the CubeSat. They're launching it into space, probably this fall, maybe next spring. They came and did a demonstration at the planetarium. The whole school is involved in this, and it's just amazing how much science, technology is just kind of in the blood of the people who live in this community.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why you have such a large fan club. And how many members do you have right now? Thousands of members.
Right.
And some of the work that you're doing is now, of course, the school system has its work that is ongoing with curriculum and the planetarium. You have your work where you have your special programs and shows, but you're also offering some grants and scholarships. Tell me about that.
Right. So there are a few goals of the Friends of the Planetarium. Mainly our mission is to support APS, Arlington Public Schools, because they kind of run the show in terms of the academics of the planetarium. So where we jump in is supplementing things. We have a Planetarium Teacher Institute. This is allowing teachers at both middle school and high school levels to come in and really sort of see how the planetarium can be useful in their curriculum. We have Grants for Teachers program. And this is allowing individual teachers to come in to the planetarium, not physically in this case, but to apply to the planetarium and get some funding for an external STEM-related training
training that they'd like to take, science, technology, engineering, math. So it allows us to kind of complement the programming that's already being offered by Arlington Public Schools.
And this ongoing training is all funded by Friends of the Planetarium?
It is, yes.
All right, so now one of my favorite topics, I don't know if you can see my book. I'm currently reading Mission to Mars by Buzz Aldrin.
Great timing.
Yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
because this month, that is your focus at the Planetarium.
That's
Tell me
right.
about some of the upcoming shows that people can look forward to in October.
Yeah, well, the Friends of the Planetarium sponsors one weekend every month, so we kind of take over the planetarium from the planetarium director with his blessing, of course, and we have a different themed weekend each month. So this weekend, the theme is Mission to Mars. So we have some programming from Johns Hopkins University, one of the, I'm sorry, not Johns Hopkins, NASA Goddard, our scientist from NASA Goddard is coming this weekend, and he's going to talk about sustainability in terms of travel to Mars. We have a brand new digital program that we haven't screened yet called Mars Quest. This is sort of a 3-act digital program that really kind of engages the audience and talks about the various questions that come up when people talk about whether they're going to go to Mars or not.
And that's appropriate for, you said, 5th grade and
Yeah,
up? kind
5th
of
grade
thing?
and up,
Okay.
right, exactly. So if you have a little really inquisitive 3rd or 4th grader that can hang out and pay attention for 42 minutes, then I think that they'll be appropriate too.
Now, what
But
about
5th
the
grade and up-
younger set?
Sure, the younger set, we have a couple of different programs this coming weekend. It's not actually this coming weekend, it's the 18th to the 20th of October. And those are going to be about Big Bird. So one of them is called One World, One Sky, One World, something, I can't recall the exact title. But that one is about just the way in which we are all sort of under the same planet, under the same sky, and Big Bird and his friends meet up with a Chinese kid, a Chinese student, and they all just kind of hang out together.
We
and
share this world together,
Exactly.
and we're here floating in the universe.
Right.
Gives them some consciousness about their
Precisely.
place in the world.
Right, and that's for ages 4 through 8. And we have another one called Cosmic Colors, and this is about the colors on the spectrum. And so it's not quite Mars related, but we're tying it in because we can talk about why it is that the planet Mars looks red, because we're going to be talking about it in the context of why things look blue, why things look green, why things look red. So it's a little bit of a tie-in. And the last thing that I wanted to mention is our movie night. We have movie night at the Planetarium on Saturday, and this is Mars Attacks. So it's a little campy, it's a little kitschy. We
I
try
think
to
it's
shake
a
it
great
up.
date movie, though.
It is,
It is.
absolutely. Date night at the Planetarium.
And this is a great deal because for members of the Planetarium, it's only $5 to get in.
Yep, for all programs.
And students under the age of 12
are $3.
$3.
Right? And if you're not in either of those categories, it's $7. So it's
Okay.
kind of an incentive to become a member of the Planetarium
Well-
and get that reduced fee as you come in.
All right, well, then I think we'll have to see you at the Planetarium.
I would love that.
Okay, well, I want to thank everyone for watching the Arlington Weekly News. I want to encourage you out to the Planetarium in the month of October. Go to friendsoftheplanetarium.org, or you can find them on Facebook at Friends of the Planetarium.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for watching. Back to you at the news desk.
Thanks, Miriam,
Thank you
and
so much,
thanks to all of you. Get down to the David Brown Planetarium and check it out. And thanks to all of you out there, both of you, for for watching. Hi to Pat and Judy. This edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Next week, you be there, we'll be here, and we'll do it all again. Have a safe week. Bye-bye.